SportsLink is brought to you by Mariana's Irrigation and Landscape.
Notre Dame rugby player Michaela Itoigwe signed her letter of intent to play rugby for Brown University. Michaela is excited to get the opportunity to further her rugby career at the next level and get an education.
I am beyond excited to have finally signed today. It's been a really long process playing in a bunch of different tournaments and a lot of conversations and Zoom calls, so it feels really good to finalize where I'll be going to college and continuing my rugby career. I've always loved getting better at the sport of rugby, and I feel like this next step will be a major one in my development, and I guess that's just how I would like to continue my life courses. I just want to continue to get better, and Brown is the exact place I want to do that for both my rugby career and my academics.
She said that it was important to have her family and friends at the signing event. She wanted to show her appreciation for their support and to celebrate her accomplishment.
It's always an honor to represent Guam. I always make sure to have a flag with me in every tournament I go to, and it just feels good to have signed today, having come after Matias Calvo, Ali Ada, Helena Garcia, everyone else representing Guam, because I've always looked up to them leading up to this moment, and it feels good to be the next one in that track, and I'd hope to do the same for those after me.
Turning over to some baseball news, the FB Leon Guerrero Hawks won the 76 Pony Middle School Baseball League title 10-2 over the Estumbo Dragons. FB entered the game as the 3rd seed, while Estumbo was the 6th seed. Pitchers Javier Timinglo and Koa Bonbon combined for 15 strikeouts in the win. Timinglo was 2 for 3 at the plate with 2 RBIs. Shortstop Peter Concepcion was 1 for 1, 3 runs and an RBI. Kanoa Cepeda 2 for 4, 2 runs and 2 RBIs. Justin Sablon finished 2 for 3, 2 runs and an RBI. Congratulations to the Hawks again for winning this year's championship trophy. The team is coached by head coach John Salas, Tony Concepcion, and Pete Timinglo. The Guam Weightlifting Federation held their Open Championship at the Fudoshin Training Center in Tamuning, hitting the platform in the snatch and clean and jerk events.
It feels great to be back on the platform lifting. It's been a while since we had our own national comp, so it's a great way to see where we're at, heading towards mini games in Saipan.
Been training very hard with the team. Actually, I'm very thankful for them because coming from CrossFit, I did learn some bad habits, but endurance-wise, still good. But coming here definitely has to deal with a lot of tech. I have Ja, Coach Ed, everybody behind me, making sure that my tech is on point. And so far it's looking real good. Right now we're just kind of putting our work in for our next competition coming in June.
The last time the Guam Weightlifting Federation held a competition was in 2020. Guam will be looking to send 6 male and 6 female athletes to compete at the Pacific Mini Games in Saipan, scheduled for June.
Well, I think it's very much needed. I was a little nervous in the beginning. I didn't really feel the weight, so it just flew, and I wasn't expecting it to feel so easy, I guess, and it was all the adrenaline. So I'm glad that I have a tune-up competition to do before the mini games. I think it's really important to kind of, I guess, know what you're going to be feeling before you get to the big competition. So definitely much needed, and I appreciate Guam Weightlifting for putting on this great event.
In basketball news, the KFC Bombers finished the first half of the Tritons Basketball League season with a 5-1 record. The Bombers beat Team OG 107-98. Divine Cox led all scorers in the win with 35 points. Teammate Russell Wren added 18. The loss drops Team OG to 2-5 in league play. The Guam Swimming Federation announced the spring 2022 time trials to be held on Saturday, April 9th from 7 to 9:30 in the morning at the Israel Sports Complex, St. John's Swimming Pool in Upper Tumon. Event results will determine Team Guam's selection for the 19th FINA World Championships to be held in Budapest, Hungary from June 18th through July 3rd.
As you know, the Ganya pool and the Dedda pool have been closed, so a lot of our swimmers haven't had the ability to get their times, to compete. So this is really an opportunity for them to see how well they've been training, how if they're going to qualify for the event. It's been about 3 years since we've had a meet on Guam, and majority of the meets that these swimmers have been going to have been off island.
Swimmers must meet the following eligibility criteria to participate in the GSF time trial. 1, maintain membership in an official GSF swim team. 2, have 5 years of continuous residence on Guam. 3, be 14 years of age or older by December 31st, 2022.
The results from this will be compiled, and then the GSF board, the Guam Swimming Federation board, will decide on the number of people as well as who is qualified to compete at Worlds. The events that will be competed will be the 200-meter freestyle, 200 individual medley, the 100-meter freestyle, and the 100-meter butterfly. The qualification time for this time trial is following the 2021-2024 A standard time. For girls, it's 1:07:09. That's 1 minute 7 seconds. And then for the boys, it'll be a 1:02:19.
All interested swimmers must also contact GSF via email at amphibious.guam@gmail.com by Monday, April 4th to register for this event. Due to limited pool capacity, this will be a closed GSF event and spectators will not be allowed in the pool facility. 4 stars with possession here in the first quarter. Algero Grape with the assist at Edgardo Baza. Team OG led 27-14 after the first quarter. Alshay Grape driving, dumps it off to Corey Lorenzo, who kicks it out to Eric Regis. Regis attacks the basket and gets the floater in the lane to go for 2 points. 4 stars going to Grape in the corner. Drano. MBI 4 stars outscored 24-18 in the third quarter. Team OG's Kyle Guyton answers with a 3 of his own. 21 points in the game for Guyton. Good ball movement by 4 stars to get the ball inside to Mepin Singh with the soft touch from a few feet out. Alshay Grape to Jay Casemiro, who goes baseline for the reverse lay-in. Foul on the play, basket's good and 1. Turnover by Team OG. Grape outrunning, blows by the defender, picks up the basket. Algero was the team's second leading scorer with 19 points. Chris Connor going to work, getting his grub on. Connor finished the game with 27 points. Team OG picked up the win 84-78. Alshay Grape put up 11 in the win. Corey Lorenzo added 15. 4 stars will play Team Wu-Tang on April 6th at 6:30. Team OG will face the MVP Stars at 8:15 at the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse. After a successful girls football festival event earlier this month, the Guam Football Association officially kicked off the Kia U15 girls event of the Triple J Robbie Weber Youth Soccer League at the GFA National Training Center. The kickoff of the event is part of Guam's continued celebration of AFC Women's Football Day during the month of March, as well as the final component of the Fana Azuda e Famalan, a girls and women's empowerment program started by GFA last year. Clubs currently registered to play in the Kia U15 girls event are Bank of Guam Strikers, Circle K 76 Dedito Soccer Club, Guam Shipyard Wolverines, Napa Rovers FC, NBG MWR North, Sidekicks SC, and Tumon Typhoons Football Club.
SportsLink is brought to you by Mariana's Irrigation and Landscape.